Que lo que, my gente was good. You saw that? Did you see that? I know you was watching. We spoke about that. I hope you guys was watching. What a game yesterday against the Dallas Mavericks. Even though yes, they are a depleted team, and as we knew, Anthony Davis was not gonna play. Nonetheless, we played an excellent game yesterday. We needed to. We spoke about that in the last video yesterday. If you go back, replay. It's only a couple of minutes, bro. Click. It's worth it. So anyway, we played an excellent game yesterday. First time in Knicks history you have a duo that got a triple double. Special. So not only that, the first time ever you have two players in Cat and Josh Hart get a triple double, and that was Josh's ninth triple double of the year, putting him ahead of Walt Clyde Frazier. Salute to the legend, and salute to Josh Hart. Excuse me, I just took a shower. It's not sweating. Anyway, Josh Hart is the all-time leader of the New York Knicks triple double, and we still got 12 games to go or so. So looking towards next year, he's going to be beating even his own record again. But great game for him. And also, Kevin McCullough. Kevin McCullough's first time called up from the G League. I think Two Shots was calling it. Called him up from the G League, and then he got a triple. I'm sorry, not a triple double. His first NBA basket, his first 2 points. And look how dope that is of Josh Hart to have the all-time leading triple doubles in NBA history. That's been almost 50 years since it broke, and for him to give it to the rookie for his first NBA points. That's something special. That's leadership. That's super dope from Josh Hart because he could have easily kept that game ball, beating the all-time record, and then giving it to McCullough on his first 2 points. I don't know. That's something huge. That's what a leader does. Super dope by him. Great game. We did what we said we needed to do. The veterans needed to go out there, and we said Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG, and Cat needed to dominate the game to get themselves rest for tonight's game, which is a back-to-back against the Clippers, for them to get some kind of rest, and that they did. They got some rest. You got McCullough in the game. You saw Padcombe.ea, which I would like to see more minutes from him, but that was so good. Beggars can't be choosers. Padcombe got in the game. Delon Wright got in the game. So good to see that they got minutes. Kolek looking good. He got a block. Defense. He got a block. He had, I think, 4 or 5 assists, or was it 6 assists? He got 9 assists. I don't know. I'll go back. He had a lot of assists. He did good. And again, we said he was going to be playing with the vets. So good for him interchanging in between, figuring out, finding different players. He played with the rookies. He played with the vets. And Tibbs was the one who selected him because people keep forgetting that. Tibbs was the one that picked Kolek. All right. So people are like, why doesn't he play him? He doesn't like him. He likes him. He likes him so much that he picked him. There was certain things that he wanted him to work on, and if you heard the press conference about 4 days ago, he said it. We had some things we wanted him to work on. He's been working on them. He's been getting stronger. Been working out in the gym. So they gave him a game plan of what they wanted him to do in order to get to where they felt he could be effective, and he's been practicing, working hard, practicing those even in the G League, and getting his reps up, and he got game time. Same thing with Kevin McCullough. He got a couple of triple doubles in the G League. Salute to him getting his first basket. Now we need to take that motivation and energy on a back-to-back. These are important games. The Bucks lost the other day. Who did they play? I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, they just lost the other day. Oh, Phoenix. They played Phoenix. Booker won last. Kevin Durant hit the last shot. Anyway, they lost. But Indy's breathing down our necks, so we got to keep winning these next couple of games. So we can stay in the 3rd place. We don't want to drop to 4th. The team is winning good. Everybody's stepping up. Everybody next man up mentality. Plus the leaders that we have, our starters, are doing what they got to do. Mikal Bridges, I think Bridges is going to have a good game tonight. I think today is his number. Everyone else shined yesterday. OG Anunoby, 30 points. He kept us in the game, and he was doing what Brunson has been doing for us. Whenever we were down, whenever we needed a run, whenever we needed a bucket, you saw OG take it straight to the hole, shooting the 3, 35 points for him. Phenomenal game by OG as a leader. Getting fouled, bleeding from his nose, no call, and then goes and hits the 3 right after that. That's big man. That's big grown man sheesh. Salute to OG, the legend. He's been balling out of his mind. He's in supreme rhythm right now, which is great. Him and Cat All our players are in rhythm at the right time. Our starters are in the rhythm. They're finding their flow. This is a perfect what we've been looking for. The perfect storm brewing towards the end. You saw Jalen Brunson on the sideline. I saw him walking out of the game. Still had a slight limp. You can see him trying to put pressure on it. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he'll be ready in a week. Just from what looked at, he looks good as far as being able to walk on. He's trying to put pressure on it. You can see that he's trying to advance this to get it going as quick as he can. So by him being off a walking boot, him trying to get blood flowing and get his foot used to walking and the rhythm of walking and playing basketball. He still had, you can see a little tender. He was still walking a little iffy. So I still give him about another 2 weeks before that's even healed. And then to get into the game shape that he has to be, you definitely don't want to rush that. He didn't look like he's ready, that he'll be ready in a week, in my opinion, from what I saw. But he looks there. You saw him cheering for the team. How dope was that of our team? Everybody stood up and cheered for McCullard hitting that 2 point. They were waiting there like, you better go out there and get that bucket. And he went out there, and the whole team, everybody, Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, who's injured, the two injured guys jumping up and celebrating with him, which was phenomenal. Cat, OG, everybody's cheering. That's great chemistry building. Great for the young ones later on. So even as they pass the torch, they're gonna remember this. Kevin McCullough's gonna remember this. I remember when the OGs did this, and they're gonna represent. So they're gonna be the next one up. McCullough said Josh Hart is his vet, so he's assigned to him basically. Like, yo, this is my understudy. You know that I'm his understudy, so he's learning from Josh Hart. He's looking at the energy Josh Hart. They said he's Josh Hart 2.0, so that's great to see how he's gonna develop, how he's gonna learn under Josh Hart. He's seeing the energy that Josh Hart puts out, what he does on a regular basis. So that's great for him. Same thing with Pat Comdadier. I don't know if he's looking at OG if he or Bridges. I'm pretty sure he's looking at both because he's a 6'9" wing. He's young. He's 18. The fact that he got 14 rebounds in G League the other day was great. So it's looking good. I'm excited. I'm liking what I'm looking at here. Even with the loss before, you can see things that they're trying to figure it out. You see they're getting a rhythm without Jalen Brunson out. Yesterday's game was an example of it, but now can we transition that to a team that's a fighting for a playoff, that they're not going to come and just, you know, drop the bull by the horn or just take it lightly. They're not going to be a Washington. They're not going to be a Dallas that's depleted. This is a team fighting for a playoff. Can they bring that same energy, the intensity? Can we play for 48 minutes tonight on a back-to-back? It's going to be an important game tonight of how we play, not so much the team or what we do. Can we bring some of that, what we just saw, and match the intensity of the other team that's fighting for a playoff and keep that energy? Tonight's going to be a playoff intensity type of game. So can we continue that on a back-to-back? Can we keep the same energy? Who steps up? If there's a lull in the game where we're not scoring or running, who's going to make that step? Who's going to do what OG did last night? So that's what I'm interested to see. I think Bridges is going to be that guy tonight. I don't really see who they have an assignment. Well, Kawhi might be playing him or OG. So one of them two are going to go off. Whoever Kawhi is not guarding is going to be the one, I think, to make those leaps. But I want to see OG against Kawhi tonight. That's going to be interesting. They played in the same team when they won the championship together. And OG's been playing phenomenal last 10 games or so, north of 20 points. I'm looking at OG. Can OG do that tonight on a back-to-back? If he can do that, that's going to be phenomenal. So tonight's going to be an important game to see how we look going forward for the next couple of games and if we can sustain it to give Jalen Brunson more time. Can we keep the third seed? Can we advance? Especially now that Boston lost Jason Tatum to ankle sprain. I haven't kept seeing the reports. We'll talk about it Friday, 5 p.m. in full detail of what we're talking about these couple of games. So it's interesting to see, is Tatum being out, what happens with Boston? Can they sustain what they're doing? Cleveland's been faltering. So there's a lot of storylines happening, while we're picking up speed. So these last 12 games are going to be real interesting. So hold on tight. I'm looking for an exciting game tonight. I'm going to give us another W. We're riding high on this emotions, see if we can carry that over. All we're looking for these next couple of games is 48 minutes of basketball. We need 48 minutes in whatever way that looks like, from the rookies, Kolek, whoever's on there, 48 minutes of basketball. We can do that tonight. We got a W. We've been averaging 27 assists per game. So we'll talk about all the other stats and all that other stuff. Fridays, 5 p.m., Sunday, 5 p.m. Hang out with the fellas. It gets wild when we live. Talk to you guys later. Salute. Let's go Knicks. Let's get that W tonight. You heard? You're